You can start, sir.
Hello. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Welcome to all of you to this live session, live interactive session for this NPTEL and SWAM online certification course on advanced aquaculture technology. I hope you are going through the lecture materials and all, and you are also going through different assignments already. And I got some feedback. I already got some question and answer from question from different participants around the world, so it's very interesting. And so what I'll do today, if you have any questions particularly right now, I mean, you can just directly ask me over YouTube, over this platform that is there in the Excel sheet that is shared with you, or otherwise I'll start with the questions that is asked to me in the forum. So those I'll share so that you will be able to listen as well the queries that is asked by different other participants. So in one of such query, I was asked that, sir, can you tell me a topic or topics which can be done in the labs with the minimum budget to understand the concept of aquaculture for graduate students, where the students can develop skills to become entrepreneurs or researchers, or any information about how to choose a topic based on the available infrastructure at a degree colleges. So what I would say, like, it's definitely there are like a lot of opportunities. It's not that we, if you want to have a lab or established lab in aquaculture or aquaculture engineering, it has to be done in a sophisticated lab facilities and all. You can definitely do that. So to start with, I can suggest you with certain some options. You can go ahead with the RAS based technologies like recirculating aquaculture systems, as you already might have understood during this course. So in the research and aquaculture based systems, what you can do, you can design one small setup, laboratory setup, where you can have, say, like one small aquarium, glass based aquarium. In that aquarium, you can just grow like some robust fish species like the tilapia and all, or you can go for catfish also. And you need to buy definitely some feed, and whatever the excess feed and as well as the fish excreta, it will create the water, the polluted enough with the nitrogen rich wastewater. So what you can do, you can have a system, you can just set up a small RA systems that water will be recirculating through a series of units. So in that unit, you can design a small solid separator. You can showcase to your student that some kind of polyethylene based foam inside a small one beaker or something. You can just have it from upside down or inside down matter. You could just fill it up with the different types of like that, those polyethylene foams. Or you can just show them how the soil separator or the rotary separator works. There are ample amount of videos and this do it yourself models are available in the YouTube as well. And then after the solid separation is done, it will go to the bioreactor. You can showcase your student that different types of bioreactor. The most commonly used ones is the moving bed biofilm reactor. In the moving bed biofilm reactor, you can just supply some biofilm. You can order some biofilm online, or if you don't want to have biofilm, simply if you have a sponge, again I'm telling you, because this normal any sponge will also work. If you do not have sponge, you can just simply order some very tiny fragmented ceramic based materials, or even the sediment, this volcanic rocks and all that can also be added. So anyway, so this with this you can make a bed. So then you can just supply the water after the solid separator, and it will pass it through this bioreactor. And that bioreactor, what will happen, either because of the, if mostly if you're using this volcanic rock or any other of biofilm, it will help the biofilm to grow on its surface, the attached biofilm. So mostly what they will do, they will help you to reduce the ammonia concentration in your system, right? Definitely by through the process of nitrification. So that can be done, and then that treated water can be, again, you can again either pass it through one additional pre-aeration unit, and then that aerated water can be supplied to the tank again. Okay, so this is how normally the RS system looks like, and it doesn't take much of a economic involvement. You can have it in a small scale basis, and you can students can also be able to understand the concept of RAS system. You can teach them with the computer vision based classification or the disease detection by machine learning techniques. So if you are aware of different type of machine learning techniques, that is okay. If you're not, then you can collaborate with any computer science professor or teachers around in your discipline, in your department, and your colleges, and you can collaborate, and you can devise a small unit where you can set up a small underwater camera, and you can look the behavioral changes of the fishes, like continuous, you can do some continuous monitoring of the fishes, and by using different machine learning algorithm, you can actually detect the anomalies, and based on the anomalies, you can say that what type of fish diseases it may occur, or you can differently say that the classification also you can showcase to your student, that just by having the this picture, how you can actually classify the which type of fish species it is. So those, for that you need to take a lot of picture at the beginning, then you feed it to your algorithm, and then later on any unknown species, just by taking a picture, that algorithm can detect the type of fish. So this is like a very good btech project or bachelor level project, I would say, and that can be done by the students, and it will also help them improving their understanding on different computer vision based techniques. They can do the aquaponic setups. So small aquaponic setups you can install, same the rs system only, but in the rs, after the bioreactor, you can also install a small, say like it will go through a 2 or 3 small tub, like in a tub like where the plants are grown. Okay, so what will happen because of that, the plants actually, what is happening in the bioreactor, the conversion of ammonia to nitrate is taking place. So the nitrate will be helpful for the crops to be crops, and they will consume the nitrate, and that nitrate when finally the water which is coming out of this crops will be completely pollutant free. So that water you can put it back to your fish tank. So this way you can showcase your student that at the same time you can grow fishes and crops together. So in this aquaponic type of setup, there are different types of aquaponic systems. There are nutrient film technique, there are dwc or the deep water culture, so there are ebb and flow type techniques. So you can teach them with the different techniques how different type of aquaponic system works, and why it is really the something like it's like the future of agriculture or aquaculture in general, this kind of aquaponic systems. Then you can show them a small scale cage culture demonstration unit, just design it by yourself and you can show it to them. You can teach them the IMTA or integrated multi-trophic aquaculture, how you can grow fishes. Along with the fishes, you can also grow other aquatic species simultaneously. You can ask for in the local market, you can check, if there is any freshwater mussels are available or not. So you can grow the mussels and the fishes together. So and also if it is possible, you can grow some kind of varieties of algae there. You can grow for, if you're having a proximity near to the oceanic region, like in the coastal area, you can even show them that how seaweed works, that the seaweed, the mussels and the fish, if they can all work together, if we can design a system where we can grow these 3 type of species together, is just perfect. Because whatever the inorganic waste that it will be generated by the fishes, by the system, it will be consumed by the seaweed, and the organic waste will be consumed by the mussels or this kind of bivalves, this kind of species. So at the end, it's like a sustainable system. So whatever waste that is getting generated is been consumed by the other species, and at the end, each of them are actually helping each other. So this kind of integrated multi-trophic aquaculture systems can be demonstrated in lab also, lab condition also, in small scale unit. You can go for show them the polyculture in a cemented tank, small cemented tank. You can grow like Indian major carps are there, this kasa, rohu, mrikal, or you can go for the different other Chinese carps as well. So and also you can teach them different type of advancement in the wastewater or the water treatment technologies. So this is what you can teach them like in a laboratory setup. So definitely it is possible for you to do it in a small unit also. I got some other question by Avinit. They have done a post graduation from Guwahati, fish biology and fishery science. Okay, rich interest in aquaculture. I would like to know the recent advancement in the field. Hopefully, I'll be benefited of this. Okay, so Dr. Avneet, so I already discussed about it only here just now, that the different advancement in the field also. That is happening. You can Not only you can do it in your lab, this units, and also additionally, if you want to work on it, do research on it, there are varieties of sectors that is right now open. I mean, like I would say, like, it's in in India, this particular sector, this fisheries or aquaculture engineering sector, is blooming like anything, because there is a lot of potential which India has, and we are not actually like, forget about, close. I mean, like, not even, I mean, like, forget about even like half, like not even close to the half of its potential that we're using. What we can do it with the inland and the your the open sea cultures and all. So anyway, so there are a lot of opportunities in this sector. You can work on the different type of water treatment technologies, wastewater treatment technologies, which is like, which is very important for any type of fish culture. I mean, like in like aquatic species culture. You can research on the which called, see, I'm from the engineering background. I do majorly the engineering part. So you can work on the different type of machine learning techniques nowadays, which is being normally used a lot. You can work with the different type of this smart aquaponics setup that I had told you. So this is also something that is blooming like anything. People are working a lot in all over the world. They are working on this remote sensing techniques for the, like, for understanding the how to say this potential fishing zones. They understand, trying to understand the position of the remote. I mean, like, monitoring of different species, different remote monitoring of your aquatic your farm. It can also be done. So there are people who are working on uh, like the seaweed. Seaweed is also getting uh, quite a push nowadays by the Indian government also. Like recently, there is a under the roof of Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampad Yojana. So there were like more than 600 crores. So is specifically dedicated for seaweed research in India. So that is also something that is very going quite nice. And there are certain institute in USA and also in Norway. They are also trying to find out a possibility to grow this seaweeds even in the inland water bodies also. I mean, like to grow them in a lab condition or as well. So, but like, yeah, so things are going well and there are a lot of opportunities. So I'll be very happy if you want further. I can, you can have my mail ID. You can have my mail ID from my website, and there you can definitely, let's just let me know if you have any queries. So I'll be very happy to help you with further information, any specific ones if you have any. There is another questions like what is mean by inland fisheries? Like majorly, like, when we grow the fishes or in culture something inside the lake, water bodies or surface water bodies, which is majorly landlocked. I mean, like landlocked in terms of, like, it has certain inflow and outflow, but it doesn't have a like, it's not like a oceanic body. It's like the inland. That's what we talk about. Another question is like, I live in the USA and want to take exam. How can I take the exam? I'm taking course online now. Crystal Griffiths. So, hi Crystal. So, the thing is like, I'm happy that you are attending this course from USA, and I hope you will get benefited out of it. But as of now, to the best of my knowledge, I don't know, like, if there is any possibility to undertake any exam for this course while present in USA. But obviously, you can write a mail to the NPTEL authority. Like, I mean, like, they can be the best person who can tell you exactly what can be done, because I do not have any idea. So I'm sorry about it, but you can definitely write a mail to NPTEL. Maybe they have, you already know their mail ID and all. It is there in their website also. You can write to them. If you don't get any reply, you just write me a mail as well, CC to me as well, so that I can also raise this issue next time I visit any NPTEL office. Okay. So next, Professor Bhowmick, I have started this course. I like to say I have 100 square meter of pond in Palta. Okay, so he's having 100 square meter of pond in Palta near Barakpur in West Bengal. Can I grow fish as a part of small business? Is 100 square meter or around 5 kata is too small for fish growing business? It's never too small for a fish growing business. So if you have a 100 square meter of pond, it's quite big enough. Like, you can grow different varieties of fishes is there. So I mean, like, if you can go for normal, I am even the you can go for Indian major crops as well to grow there, and you can definitely get some benefit out of it. It's not, there is like 100 square meters is quite like good enough. The size is quite big enough, so do not worry. So you can definitely, if you culture them properly, if you have a proper like lining, if you have a proper water treatment unit set up with you, and you can definitely even like you can definitely and obviously you should have to have a proper freshwater sources nearby which you can use it. And if it's possible, rather than directly selling the product, like you can think about some byproduct from there. Like, or you can just go for some other product recovery from there. It's not only fish, but you can also grow some other aquatic species as well. Next question is aquaculture. What type of questions provide? Okay, okay. So about the exam, so majorly the exam that normally in NPTEL, all the NPTEL courses have, they are normally of objective type majorly. Okay, so you'll be asked like I think 50 questions in the final exam, with I think two numbers each, if I'm correct, and all of them will be MCQ. Okay, so it won't be a problematic. Like maybe some of them will have some fill in the blanks kind of thing, but that will, the answer options will also be given, so that won't be a problem. So and the question is like, sir, please again tell feed conversion ratio. Okay, so feed conversion ratio, like how to explain it. So if you want to make it much like if you want an easier explanation, it's more like suppose you eat 10 kg of any feed, 10 kg of food, and at the end you gain 1 kg of weight. So literally the feed conversion will be 10. So whatever food that you eat and whatever weight that you gain, the biomass that you gain will be in the denominator position, and the numerator is the amount of food that you eat. So it's like, just to give you an example, so this is like kind of a feed conversion ratio. So if you have eat like say 10 kg and you gain 1 kg, so the feed conversion ratio will be 1. If you eat 10 kg, if you gain 2 kg, the feed conversion ratio will be 5. If you eat 10 kg and if you gain 10 kg, the feed conversion ratio will be 1. So in the first scenario where the feed conversion ratio is quite high, is normal for the regular livestock like the cows and all. For them, the feed conversion ratio is quite high, 9, 10, even it can go 15, 20 as well. You go for the pig or the chicken and all these things, they have a little bit, like even, sorry, not pig, but chicken and all, they have a little bit less feed conversion ratio, somewhere around say like 2, 3, 5, something like that. So, and if you come to the fishes normally have a very low feed conversion ratio. What does that mean? Low feed conversion ratio means it's quite beneficial. That means the amount of feed that you are supplying is, most of them will be utilized for gaining their biomass. So this is what the feed conversion ratio means. So I hope you understand it. And yeah. So next question is, what is the best polyculture combination in worldwide? So worldwide there are like this standard of like three Chinese cups are there, like we have big head silver and the grass cups, and also you can go ahead with the common cup, which is like most commonly used in case of um, as a polyculture species in worldwide. And in India we have this 40% katla, 30% rohu, and 30% mrigal or common carp, we normally use it. So this is the ratio that we maintain in Indian condition, this polyculture, this this Indian major cups and all. So the best fish species or suitable to aquaculture system in India, like as I told you, like this Indian major cups will be the best one for you to do it as of now to start with. Like that is what my understanding is. Like I know I'm an engineer, so I do majorly the engineering part of it. Okay, so if you ask me, I definitely suggest, based on my knowledge, go for Indian major cups, and with the ratio that I have just said, 30, 40, 30, 30, 40% katla, 30% roe, 30% mrigal or common cup. Uh, Another question is there with this RAS is used in prawn or shrimp culture system. Yeah, RAS is used in prawn and shrimp culture systems, I guess, because RAS and like this prawn and shrimp culture systems also, it creates a lot of like the nutrient-rich wastewater. So this nutrient-rich wastewater, if it does not, if you are not discarding it properly, if it somehow leaches to the groundwater, or if it somehow overflows through during the monsoon season, or if somehow it reaches the surface water bodies, it is quite dangerous. So it's always better to treat the water, treat the wastewater and the in situ conditions. So you can just directly install some type of solid separator and the bioreactor there. So the solid separator and the bioreactor, it will help you to get rid of the pollutants, the suspended solid, and as well as the organic substances present there. So all these all these organic solids and the suspended or say like dissolved ones, if you can, the suspended one can be easily treated by the solid separator, and the dissolved organic solids can be treated by the bioreactor. So it can be MBBR, moving bed bioreactor. You can install setups like MBR also, membrane bioreactor, if you need very quality treatment. So there are like technology. There are RAS systems which is normally deployed in like the stream culture units and the front culture units as well. So I cannot see any more question in the forum. So I'll go and check. Yeah. So I can see in YouTube there is one question asked by Shaha YouTube. Like, hello everyone, I have a question. Can I ask it? Yeah, definitely. Please ask. And sir, is there any business or entrepreneur model where one can research more before starting their business? Yeah, hi Ajayji. So you're asking that, and is there any business or entrepreneur model wherein one can research more before starting their business? I mean, like, see, there are like different opportunities that. So first of all, what you can do, I would suggest, if you have some idea, if you have some business idea, so you just try to write it down or jot it down and think about it. That what is the novelty part of it? Forget about if even if it doesn't have the novelty, if something it's a very standard business idea that you have and you think like it will be quite helpful, quite lucrative for your locality, or even if you're trying to have a e-commerce platform where you can actually sell it through online as well. So you just think that you just jot that idea down, go and register your business, and at least register in the form of LLP or partnership, and then you apply for the funding, or try to get yourself involved with different incubation centers. It is getting quite popular right now. So you can go and enroll yourself in like the different agri business incubation centers. It all around the world, all around India, there are like multiple of them, and like especially in IIT Kharagpur, we also have Agri Business Incubation Foundation, and also we have Agri Food Business Incubation Center (AFBIC), or which is funded by the RKVI, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, the Government of India. So this is the example of the two that is known to me here at IIT Kharagpur. There are hundreds of them outside. I mean, like there are like proper under the RKVI, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, they have hundreds of this. Centers, this incubation centers all around India. So try to enroll your enterprise under that incubation center. So you know what is the best part of it, that you will be first of all, it will be easier for it, your visibility will increase, and second thing, people will realize, people will able to, I mean, like, they're in this incubation centers, it's their duty to make you aware of the different entrepreneurship model that is available in the market right now, and they will also help you with connecting to the funding agencies and all. So to get more amount of funding to initialize the business that you're planning to start in your area, or so this is one thing. So this is one way of doing it. And other than that, you can also search for the DPIIT platform of Government of India, DPIIT platform, or the Startup India platform. In that Startup India platform, you will see there are like a lot of business models that is already there. You can just have a look, you can go through it, and you can check that whether those are beneficial for you or not. I mean, like, this is what my idea about the business is. Like, you either go and enroll yourself with the business incubation centers. That is the best thing I think you can do right now, along with the other businesses or other job that you have right now. So that will help you to initialize the process, and also get to know your peer, get to know the different opportunities in the market right now. You know? Perfect. So as I can see, there is no more question. Okay, I can see one couple of questions in the in the Excel sheet that one student, Jahir Hussain, is asking like why the exam is not conducted in Hazaribagh. That's why I'm not able to register for exam. I'm extremely sorry, Jahir. I'm sorry that at this moment I do not have any particular answer to this question because I am not aware of this thing. So basically, as a teacher, I just teach. I don't know, like I may definitely raise this issue with the NPTL. They should have like increased the center so that you can actually go for. I mean, like you can actually go for this kind of examinations in future. And I mean, like I think if it's not in Hajaribagh, then you may have to, I think, fly, or you may have to go to some other centers. Though maybe in your case it was not possible, so I'm sorry about that. But I'll definitely raise this issue with the NPTL, or you can just simply write them a letter or write them a mail also to the NPTL uh, committee, like they, so that they will, like solve this concerns. I can see one question was asked, like. Yeah, Srinidhi Raj Pandit, that what is the relationship between aquaculture and okay. So I mean, like it's a lot actually. If you see, this is the thing. So in IIT Kharagpur, we are majorly. I also did my study in IIT Kharagpur, so I'm majorly an engineer. So I do the engineering part of it, majorly the engineering part of it. So when we talk about the fisheries or fisheries engineering or aquaculture and aquaculture engineering, those are actually they go hand to hand. Like it's like if you need to have a grow some fishes, okay. So what the first thing that you need to have some area, right? Have to have some area, make it ready for your culture species to survive, right? How to make that area ready? You need some off-road vehicles to have a proper design of the setup, design of the pond. You have to cut the pond properly. You have to have a proper lining there. There the engineering comes, the designing part, the engineering comes, the instruments that is used to cut the pond and ready to make it ready. That the other engineering comes. If you are using different kind of fish tank, so what material will be useful, and how you can design those those particular type of this particular culture species. I mean, like the culture farm, your farm. So there the whole farm design is a major part of this engineering part of it. So other than that, there are there are different gears and crafts that is used in fisheries engineering. We normally, even in our IIT Kharagpur, we are teaching different parts of fishery engineering, aquaculture engineering. To start with, we have a open channel hydraulics and coastal engineering sector. So we teach them how open channel hydraulics works, how the coastal engineering works. These are the very basic understanding that you need to have to, I mean, like for them to understand. This is a basic engineering that is very important if you want to be a specialist in designing a farm, any engineering aquaculture farm around the world. So we have a subjects like water quality management practices. They have to understand that how aquaculture water can be treated properly, so that you don't have to do the regular freshwater exchange. Because regular in general, the aquaculture like farmers, what they do, they do the regular freshwater exchange. That is how they normally survive. Like that is the way that is normally it has been done for ages. But we have to understand that the groundwater depletion is happening in a much higher rate than it's earlier. So because of that, we need to employ some techniques which is not detrimental to the environment, right? So this is where the techniques, like this is where the water quality management practices, like this kind of subjects, this kind of understanding is very important. That you know that what are the techniques available to treat the water precisely, so that the final wastewater quality, the water quality will be quite, I mean, like water exchange will be minimized or almost zero, make it zero. And also use the treat the water and put it back to the same system again and again. So there comes this design of aquaculture farm, design of aquaculture facilities and equipments. So there we teach the students different type of pump, how it works, the different fish lift and fish ladder like systems. Because aquaculture for us, what we think like it's normally happening in India right now, if you say it's a very easy things that we think like we need to have a pond and we are culturing some fishes. But just realize that if you want to do it in the open sea, there is a huge cage culture. If you see the videos of Norway, like most of the Scandinavian countries. Forget about Scandinavian countries. In India also, we have started working on this cage culture systems. In the open sea, you're designing a cage. There, the fishes are being cultured. You need a complete monitoring systems, you need to proper vessel design. So this fishing vessel design is also a part of it. We design different kind of fishing vessels. We optimize the reduce the environmental impact of these fishing vessels so that it will take less amount of time. We discuss about the post processing part as well. So after you catch the fish, or after you catch the, like, after you rear the fishes in your farm, so what will be the fate of it, like, how it will come to the plate of your consumer. Before that, there comes a different processes. First, the storing has to be done properly. The cold chain formation, the cold chain system, that has to be designed perfectly. The whole supply chain has to be designed perfectly. You have to have a you have to think about the different type of processing equipment which can process those fillet, different type of post processing, like, products. There are like hundreds of different areas where people are working all around the world, this agriculture, and I'm like, in the aquaculture engineers, where they try to work hand in hand with the aquaculturists who are majorly focusing on the biology part of it, who knows better about the internal part of the fish, who knows better about the how that can be cultured with, like, with the what will be the like, type of feed that needs to be provided, what are the diseases that it can occur. Because we are not expert on the diseases, we know that we discuss with the fisher, like, aquaculture specialist, and we discussed and we find out our techniques by which we can actually detect. We have discussed, like, now I have also one project where I'm trying to get a picture, just by taking a picture or the video of a fish, by its textural deformations or the behavioral anomalies, I can detect that what type of diseases it may occur. So this is one major problem. So in open culture, in, like, in extensive aquaculture systems, it's not a big issue. But when we talk about the intensive aquaculture systems, where we grow huge amount of fishes in a very small area, and also there, it's very important for us to understand each and every aspects of engineering. Otherwise, there is a small mistake and you will lose the whole culture. And there comes the major goal of the agricultural engineers and all. Okay, so uh, uh, Jahir Hussain asks, like, how can we benefit it with the certificate we get after completing our courses from NPTEL? Well, I mean, like, see, certificate is, I mean, like, I'm sorry to say, but certificate is not something that I hope, like, you're looking for. I think you're looking for something that to get the knowledge. And obviously, there are colleges and there are institutes where they validate they instead of taking courses from their colleges. I mean, like, I think in sixth, seventh, or eighth semester, you can even alternatively you can just take a NPTEL course, and that will also be enough for getting the grade criteria that you need to fill up to get the degree. So that is one thing. If you're if you're from any institute, if you're studying somewhere, so this certificate can be useful there. This course and this examination, you can add it to your, convert it into your, instead of your one of the course from your colleges. That is possible. Other than that, this course is majorly, if you ask me, it's very much important for people with no boundaries, because you can be a student, you can be a entrepreneur, you can be a just a person, after retired person, and who wants to know something, who were always interested about this aquaculture or any like this kind of subjects, and they are getting some free like, access to the knowledge to it. So that was the major reason, I think. Like, and then, I mean, like, obviously there comes some additional benefit of the short that I have mentioned, that you can actually show this certificate and actually get it, like, replaced by one of the subjects in your curriculum. So it is there in some lot of institutes, like, they are actually a lot of students from different part of the world, different part of India, they are taking this subject as a instead of their course, I mean, like, in their course curriculum. So I don't think any more question in the, is there any question in the, okay, I can see one question that assignment number 4, question, which of the following is not correct about, I I don't get it. Like, if I don't know the, what about some, what some quality or sand quality? Ah, sand quality. Okay, about sand quality. It is like behind the ear. Okay, so which of the following is not current? Not correct about the sand quality for freshwater prawn culture? Yeah. So what is the question here? You want me to answer the assignment question for you? I don't get it. What is the question here? So you want me to answer it on your behalf, or is the assignment 4 is already done? I think it's done, right? It's assignment 5 is going on, 5 or 6 is going on, right? So the answer is already known to you, and the same thing is reflected in the slide as well. So you can get it from there, from the slides. So I do not see any other question in the. Ah, yeah, I saw another question in the Excel sheet, that how does water flow rate impact the efficiency of an aquaculture systems? So I mean, like, yeah, definitely it will impact. It will definitely impact in the. So the thing is, if you realize that you have a system, say like, I'm giving one example. So there are some species as which loves to flow, like loves to grow in the flowing condition. You know, they love to flow in the some of them they love to grow in the stagnant water. Some of them they love to grow in a flowing water. So that is the reason. That is the reason why we have raceways culture systems as well. In the raceway culture, we normally make the water flow through, make a flow through system. This is raceway culture is a type of flow through systems, if you know. So this, because of this flow through culture and all, flow through cultures and all, so this species which loves to grow in a like a moving condition and moving water conditions, they can easily grow there. So we need to have a, it depends on the type of species that you are growing, that you have to either employ the this like higher flow or the lower flow in your tank, or in your pond. You cannot do it definitely, but in your tank definitely you can. Even pond also you can do it. You know, in Kenya we have worked with one agency there. So they have done this, like, you know, series of pond. They are stacked one after another, like, you know, even by altitude also they are one after another like placed. So the flow rate that is connected through the through the single conduit line. So in this conduit line, they were following the certain flow rate in a like third and fourth of the pond, so that this particular pond can be used for a different type of culture species than the first and the last one. Whereas the size of the pond was quite huge, and that can be used for this culturing the species, which doesn't need much of a flow in general. So obviously, it depends upon the type of culture species, this flow rate, and it can vary significantly. Okay, perfect. So I do not see any other question right now. I hope, I mean, like, we had a very uh, nice and interactive session, which I really like. And I hope, like, you know, I'm able to answer all your queries. And please do let me know. You can just personally mail me as well in my mail ID. It is there in my website, and you can just simply search for it. Um, So I'll share my website, so that you can actually contact with me there, you know, in this website. So then you can have any queries. Just I'll be very happy to answer you later on as well. So that is it. So thank you so much. I hope, like you are having a great session ahead, and let's meet again in next month on, I think, the end of September sometime. Again, we'll discuss about the queries that you have, if you have any. Thank you so much.